duty to stand.
Good morning to you. You're welcome on the program. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. Military base was attacked by terrorists again, and again. Don't forget, Niger State, the military base was attacked. It was captured. This time around, soldiers abducted, soldiers were killed, and these people just left like that.
On hot, after killing the soldiers, took them, whether they took them or not. But if you look at the video properly, that place, it was a bit secure because it was barracks. You know how barracks look like. You know, it just means they do not have what is it called, surveillance or a point man who can be overseen while the soldiers go on a mess. You understand what I'm saying? This guy came in, killed them, you know, take away the arms and ammunition, then relaxed, took some time, and burnt the entire place. Mike, I'm telling you, and I keep on saying it without any reservation, it is real. Conquest agenda is real. There's no two ways about it. And they're saying it clearly. When I listen to the governor from Bauchi State, Bala Mohammed, he said it very clearly. Nobody. They say nobody. The Fulani has come to stay. 60 million invaders in Fulani land.
Nigeria.
Where you saw the analysis yesterday in Gambia, there are about how many? I think 4 to 5 million. That's where in Senegal they're about less than 400,000. But why are they flooding in Nigeria? Bros, I can tell you, thank God. They should go and look for people who will join the military.
They've been calling the
they even go to east and be cleaning gutters, Nigerian soldiers, to attract people to join the military. Nobody is interested anymore.
Don't you think it's hard trying the Igbos join the military?
Bros, because they feel Mike, see, you can't just carry food and put on your nose. God himself will be annoyed with you. Until the government themselves sit down and purge themselves of those who are you not seeing some of them that were mentioned? They're still in government. That's what's on Boko Haram. A whole Nigerian military invaded, killed, nothing happened. There's no counter attack.
Nothing.
From any battalion, from any GOC, from anywhere at all, to take them to wherever they are and make sure they bring them down. Nigeria has what it takes to do that. But you can see.
What do you think is happening?
Bros, I'm telling you, see.
Have they infiltrated the military or what?
You remember what happened some time ago when they said repentant Boko Haram? That's what they called them.
They recruited them into the Nigerian military.
No, they took them to the east. And people start shouting. When they drop them at locations in the east, they enter bush. And they are the ones operating in the east now. So when you said, okay, you still push them to the military, those ones on the within the society, within the space of human living, you know, they are the ones that are giving them information. So it's real, and they have their backup very strong. Okay, watch that video. Thousands of them inside the forest. Nigerian military intelligence. You know what it's called? DMI, Directorate of Military Intelligence. In Nigeria Intelligence Agency, they cannot be able to trace where these people are located in Nigeria, the forest where they are up to this moment. But they are just wasting their time. If Tinubu try after some time, you know, you go leave them. Anybody with chief of staff now for your pockets. They try after some time, they find their way. Because you know that the budget is coming, you know, consistently for security. And you know what that means at the end of the day, the money is being looted.
Who are the brains behind all this?
Mike, we don't. I think we have shared that opinion here some time ago, where we begin to trace the genesis of this. And when this Muhammad Yusuf came online, I was trying to look at the radicalization of extremism and try to bring liberalism into Islam. Go and listen to some of the messages of that Muhammad Yusuf. Listen to his message. They killed him inside police station. Me personally, I'm not a Muslim, but I'm against that extrajudicial killing. And up to now, government have not come out to tell us how Muhammad Yusuf was killed. That triggered the likes of Shakarawu and the rest of them till this moment. Then the likes of them, you know, their names, where their name we have mentioned, came now and use it as a tool, as a political tool and conquest, which was done in phases. This thing has been done in phases. When I said it that they are coming to the south, I said it. I mean, I was saying it. There's no how. Ghanaian Adams shouted, Southwest security, no governor in the West outside Ghanaian Adams. He was able to do some surveillance on his own and discover that they have much cells spread within the Southwest. Cells. You can see how helicopter we are dropping food at those locations. The helicopter will land and still take off. Nigerian intelligence unit or whatever they call themselves attached to the president. Not only Obi, they sabi talk. Obi say. That's what they know. They've done nothing again. They still drop food for them. The helicopter will leave. And you see these guys.
How did they get food? How did they get food?
Right, I'm telling you, okay. If not that, maybe if we say it on our own, it looks as if we are just exaggerating. It's all the report of the Congress that some of the money, some of the grants aid that was given to some African countries, we are channeled. Fund. That is it now. And who are the people? It is not the elders, the politicians, the northern politicians themselves.
And they are still the one crying.
Up to the, is that one that cry? Oh, you don't know them. Forget what Erufai comes and he talks to the public. They are just trying to. Bro, nobody can confuse anybody at this point in time. It is real. Forget whether they come there. There is. Bro, look at Sultan of Sokoto. I call his name. Yes, very dark man call his name too. I'm not calling the name with disrespect, but I'm saying that how many times have you come out to question the source? How Boko Haram coming into this country, full of the herdsmen, bandits, whatever they call themselves, and be killing people? The Sultan of Sokoto have never for one day reason. But when the one in Benin happened, what happened? Bola Ahmed Tinubu should be very careful. This is not Nigeria. Don't be Nigeria senior you. You can't meet in Nigeria. I'm telling you. And Nigeria was created by. Bros, people are sending anything that has to do with neocolonization in Africa away. Democracy is no longer working. That's what people are talking about in Africa. Up till now, the guy from Burkina Faso is still fighting terrorism. The same people. You saw our world leaders now messing up themselves, engage in whether or not drugs that they take. Now they don't know what they take. These are people they call the world leaders, people who are leading the world. They hang out somewhere and well, I saw it. So what is the big deal? Let them come and prove that it's not correct. And they come out there, bro, is this the kind of people we want to have as leaders? No, I'm saying. And most of these people has been accused over time of behind what is happening in Africa. Destabilization of Africa in order for them to have, just like what the Britain did in Nigeria. In fact, I was personally disappointed. Forget Macron. Me, I don't know Macron. They call shrine, the Fela shrine. Not consigned and Fela get level pastor. For me, if I want to categorize Macron and Fela, me, I will say Fela get level past you. You now, this thing they do. I know, we know their story, Macron. But I was disappointed to see Keir Starmer, the British Prime Minister, getting involved in that mess. These are people we call world leaders. So then, imagine what happens, what these people do behind the scene. Look at a senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria having a romance inside National Assembly. Why Nigeria not go spoil?
Yeah, Zamfara, one senator
Zamfara.
from Zamfara.
Yeah, why Nigeria? Why things go work? These guys are not leaders. They're not disciplined. They don't know what they're doing. So they bring an ideology into the system, what they believed in. I've always said it. The North does not know how to separate politics from religion, and that is the problem we are having. And unfortunately, they look as if they are the one that determines who is going to be president, who is going to be governor in all the 36 states of the federation. That is why everything is like this. Nobody's checkmating the Nigeria Intelligence Agency, the whatever director of military, whatever, all these agencies, all the intelligence agencies, security intelligence agencies in Nigeria, including the police, and nobody can be able to track these people that they have been killing soldiers, killing Nigerians. Okay, but let me shock you. There's mass exodus of Benue people now, as I'm talking to you. It's ongoing. Benue is leaving their territory. And as they are leaving, strangers, they don't know where they came from, are already occupying those areas. When you see them,
they can't bear it anymore.
Yeah, it's too much. It's too much. It's too much.
But, yeah, but Mr. Femi, how is it possible after over a decade warfare, still have a situation whereby these terrorists overrun our military base? We have the capacity to overrun our military base. Why is it happening?
I don't want to call it warfare from our side. I want to call it some dramatic move. Because if you want to fight war, you really mean you want to fight war. Let's fight the war. I know that we are fighting war. Let's go and meet these people where they are. Like Mr. Onyese said that these people, we know where they are. If you want to make offensive, and this, the radiology style that started since day of Donata, if you want to make an offensive war, let us know. If it is defensive, let us know. But try to do some dramatic something. If you not work, you know where these people are. Okay, now, JJL and Nigeria Army just did their home. They come and attack them. This is this time now. Why not carry this battle to them? Let's finish this thing once and for all. Okay, they have been asking questions in the House of Assembly now. Our Tucano that we bought, $1 billion. Here is it. They said because of the agreement that they signed with the US, they cannot use it. Imagine you bought something with $1 billion, and you cannot use it. Honestly speaking, Nigeria is too much beyond this kind of stupidity that we are experiencing. A new Nigeria army every day will be overrun by terrorists. It's uncalled for, and it's a shameful something. And if you, before you call Jack Robinson now, they will say, let's do meeting. Let's come and do meeting. Let's call CSO. Come. Let's what is happening? Security meeting. What do you need? And meeting upon meeting, then there is nothing happen. Do you know what pain me pass? When you listen to some of our senators, you will think that Nigeria is about to be okay, because the way they will talk. If you listen to Eyinaya Abaribe recently in one of their sitting, he said, if you want to call security meeting, you have to be serious about it, or else it will become just a talk show, because we have done a lot of it so many times. I saw another senator from North stand up asking questions. He was the one that said, so where is our Tucano? But unfortunately, among these people that we sit down to do meeting about our security, they are the one that behind, this attack. They are the one that even have belief in this ongoing attack. Imagine you want to do security meeting, then you call Matawale to come and be part of your meeting. Look, you are wasting your time. Defense minister, when you make Matawale your defense minister, you know what will happen now? Matawale, for God's sake, you okay? For instance, El-Rufai was able to, make minister. You're not making minister of defense. What is he going to defend?
This makes me feel that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not ready to fight this battle.
No, Mike.
You know
Mike, it's not about. See, when the structure gives you power, it will be very difficult for you to brave up to fight that structure. Like you always say, yes, you see people that are saying it. Don't fight their godfather. Oh no, find the finger that bite the finger. Let there be peace. Bite it. That's my own ideology. They made you president. They are threatening you, destroying your government. You say you will not bite them. You are folding their arm. Sack them. Because the same structure was what triggered your position you are occupying today. Was built on insecurity, weaponized insecurity as a political tool. And it's intentional. Imagine a senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria coming out publicly to tell the whole world that the Boko Haram is more sophisticated than a nation that have crude oil. They have more hands. Like, bro, you don't need anybody to tell you.
Mr. Femi, aren't we looking at seeking international help on this? I know Jonathan tried it sometimes.
Let me tell you,
it didn't work.
No international will help you if you are not ready to help yourself. Because we are the one that know the terrains. We are the one that we show them. But first of all, do we have political will to end this thing once and for all? If you go and invite international something to come in now, it is the north that will first of all speak. Imagine a statement of attack on the Boko Haram is attack on the north. Have you ever heard something like that? Imagine a statement like attack on Boko Haram is like attack on Allah. I don't know, maybe you are hearing most kind of a manner. So these people, they sympathize with Boko Haram. I've been asking questions. When they kidnapped about 100 students from Dapchi, they wanted to return them. Before you compare about 100 students, do you know what it means? You will need at least like 2 coastal balls or more to compare them. Which road do they plan to bring them? Were they arrested? At that time, they were even snapping picture with some of these members. They know them. Not them. From Borno, they know them. Family that has member as a Boko Haram, they know them. This thing, this governor of Borno, that is saying Zulum, he knows people that behind this thing. It's just that they have a little bit of sympathy with them. If not, what is meaning of repentant Boko Haram? Just tell me the meaning of repentance. Some people that will gather, overrun your military base, kill anybody. Then when you arrest them or when they say they surrender, you know, say you radicalize them, give them pure water, give them bread, sew clothes for them. Okay, you can go ahead. Then, do you want to join Nigeria soldier? There is space for you. You are treating them with kid glove. They will be increasing every day. It's a simple thing. Arrest like 1,000 of them one day, kill all of them. That time they will know that there is problem. Yorùbá ní tá bá pa jí ọjí, ìdí ò ní mọ̀ pé wà láńbẹ́. Tó bá gbá ọmọ ìyá rẹ̀ létí, ará àta ò ní mọ̀ pé wèrè lẹ́ni yìí o. By the time you arrest them and say, do you know that they just arrested some of Nakurawa or not this, some of them, like 50 of them, they burn them. It's a lie. By the time you will go back and front, they will say they release them, they radicalize. How many of these people have been charged to court and they face maybe persecuted, then they sentence them to death, then we see where they hang them. They know they are playing. It's like when you have a cat that has established a rapport with all the rats. When you have the rats inside your house, then there is nothing to discuss again.
All right, away from insecurity, let's quickly move down to interaction with newsmen a few days ago. WIKE said there's no ticket for the North in PDP. It simply means, directly or indirectly, he's talking to Atiku. Atiku has no chance. He has no space in PDP. Would you say this is a subtle campaign against the ambition of the former Vice President, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar?
Yes, we might see that as a statement directed to Atiku Abubakar, you know. But we also see it that to an extent, if WIKE is not trying to factor himself into that ticket, I think it is something, it's a welcome development. I've always said it, you know, Atiku should please know at this point in time, even though we have a southern president that has not actually impressed Nigerians in terms of leadership, and if we are going to change that southern president, let it be another southerner. That's my take on that. Well, but I'm not comfortable with the way they are also creating a space in the PDP for WIKE to come and do his normal abracadabra talk show, without having a respect for anybody at this point, But for me, because if they are going to inaugurate a board of trustees at this point in time, what I believe is that they should be able to look inward, because the problem is not even PDP. PDP cannot dismantle Tinubu. That's the fact.
Even with the southern president.
Yes. Unless there's,
let's leave not aside. Even with the southern.
I am telling you, unless there is a coalition and with respect to internal democracy and the competing ambitions of these people, then we can be reassured. Because what I'm looking at, it takes little or nothing, given the result of the last election, to excuse Tinubu from the presidency. It does not take anything. That's the fact. If the coalition themselves can forge, a serious and formidable, group or force or movement, of course, the rest of Nigerians know what to do. Because, bros, I cannot be buying a bread 2,000 naira and say in less than 2 years of Bola Ahmed Tinubu's. Yes, I don't know what they are doing in Abuja. It's a lie. Maybe they kiss all the women in there. That's their business. You understand? Like we are seeing in the video, that's their own business. If it's a lie, let them fly the best private jet. That's their business. But what I'm saying is that when I step out, my economy, my own individual economy and others, the masses themselves be okay. Is it affordable? That's the question. That's the yardstick one can use to measure any government, any leadership, that has the masses, at the center of whatever decision they are taking in that place. That's my take on that.
Mr. Femi, yes, WIKE.
WIKE can be best described as somebody that have been confused now. Then the most confused people at the PDP. If not, what WIKE is doing in your domain? Somebody that puts pepper in your eyes in 2023, and up to this moment. Okay, now you now said that the powers will come back to the south. That's no ticket for North. Are you talking about yourself?
Yes, that's what it looks like.
Okay, if it does not give you ticket, are you ready to look at Tinubu's face?
That is it.
Now,
will you be contesting?
Are you going to be contesting against Tinubu, or you are calling for Obi to come to PDP? Are you ready to support Obi? What I don't know. I don't know.
Where is he standing?
That's why some people say that the end of WIKE may not be.
See, bro, I think there's a signal that is coming with the kind of statement coming from. He's playing a game with Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He doesn't know what will happen to him in the dying minute. You understand that he can be dusted very well and thrown to the dustbin, and nothing will happen. You understand? Tinubu can decide to reconcile with Fubara, whoever that's ever, and to be able to make sure that he gets a River State vote. And but the WIKE is not on any distinct political appointment. Was not elected currently now. It's no longer any mandate of election. WIKE is just on appointment, and he can be thrown to the gutters.
That's true.
As simple as that. So you're playing with a man who knows that the next target is very calculative, whether to go for second-term ambition or not, whatever it is. And WIKE, I said it, we have Kano, we have Lagos, and we have River State. Those are, swing states for me. And you are toying with vote, whether WIKE is not coming, and you are coming out to say, move it to the south. So what are you trying to talk about? Is that means you are just wanted there to make sure that PDP is destroyed and Aluta continue?
In fact, if they now give WIKE ticket, they have automatically given Tinubu chance to win, because it is WIKE himself that will put down the house of PDP upon himself.
So what kind of politics is it?
I don't understand him. And to tell you that sometimes when you try to be too smart, you will find yourself to be blamed. Now, with what WIKE is doing now, do you know that the structure of River State is gradually leaving him? Because currently now, we have sole administrator that is reporting to president directly. They have studied the terrains of that place, terrains of River State. They have not, okay, this man, okay, this is the strongest man in River State. This is what he like. This is what he... Well, see how that man is doing here now. He was acting like a elected governor. His wife is now a first lady. What is the meaning of that? A sole administrator having the vice started having a first lady. What does that? Send a cat into your house to study every nook and corner. You know where the identity and come on and all of them. So when you want to steal it, we come there and grab everything.
But you can see the way they are introducing it gradually, you know, and the man is consolidating power. He's making sure that, you know, he brings all the structures, you know, completely. And I think to an extent, you know, you might look at it from that point that the structure already has been disarmed and under the touch, you know, or fingertips of this Admiral Abbas. Because if you look at the way the man is doing his things, you know, he has even gone to court to challenge whoever that want to remove him.
Imagine.
So that is it. So what is going to be WIKE's contribution if he loses grip in PDP and you think Bola Ahmed Tinubu will look at him say stay there? You will throw him to one side at the end of the day.
All right, before I let you go, briefly, what's happening between Alex Otti and President Bola Ahmed Tinubu? Labour Party reporting Alex Otti to Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
No. See, bros. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. I think there's this warning of Nigeria heading to one-party system. You know, and secondly, we saw that there is enormous pressure coming from the Ole that is in charge of Civil Southeast Development Commission. I'm sorry to use that word, but it is not correct. Ojuzo Carlo, Benjamin Carlo, the deputy speaker, they are already mounting pressure on Alex Otti to decamp, and if he doesn't decamp, they want to draft the speaker as the governor of Abia State. But unfortunately, people are opening their hands and watching how that is going to be possible. Remember, there's a faction of the PDP, you know, the one that is being engineered by one a Jude or whatever, and there's another one old man I don't know too that is also there. You know, these are people who are bent on making sure that, you know, Labour Party is destabilized. So they are the same people that are carrying the same message to Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Make sure, but they forgot that, you know, Alex Otti and Bola Ahmed Tinubu has been friends for a very long time, even when Alex Otti was direct MD of Diamond Bank. Here in Lagos, they are close, they know themselves very well. So it will be difficult for them to kind of play that kind of politics at the end of the day.
It is very, very unfortunate that when we have Maradona on the field, people that want to tackle Maradona, they are novice. They don't know anything about politics. They are businessmen. OTO, OBO, they are just businessmen. Very, very unfortunate.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Femi.
City Stand. City Stand.